We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Shoot!
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Greystone travel. 5. Ready?
Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, look at that. Good turn. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Down. 90 Wolf.
54. Nice, lead up. Check 9.
Squeeze.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Alpha.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
To throw on 2nd down. Perkins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end,
that is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cowboys have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They caught the ball free in the backfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting faster.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Go. Ready?
They'll run it down out of the gun. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go, go.
Check it out, read. Check 13. Check 13.
Now Anderson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
98 for Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now.
Looking to throw. Anderson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big 30-yard play on third. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, box trot, box trot. 198, go.
Back to throw. Anderson. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Here we go, here we go. 8-3. Get it.
Here's Anderson, throwing on 4th and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
On the
run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this, man.
Fair. You're out.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check.
Now.
Tighten up. Check 52.
2.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Space to maneuver at the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting started.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there.
Hey, stand off. Ready?
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf. Hey, orbit.
Hey, 50 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check.
5.
To throw on 2nd down. Perkins eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
That's to his running back, complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Check 15. Check.
Now Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Anderson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, let's go. At their own 35-yard line. Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
60 or. At the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harkins. That's into the hands of Edwards. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
Got it. Set. 18 game. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Harkins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
70.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
There's 2 interceptions. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Okay, ready? 2 by 22.
Cut.
5.
On 2nd down now. It's Parsons. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
He's checking.
Back to throw. Anderson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Begin. Hey, watch it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and 4. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tangwon Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will it just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Check.
Switch.
Leo. Buzz.
50's the mark. Hey, get in the way.
Get it.
From the gun, Perkins. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Looking to throw. Perkins trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Defense, let's go.
Hey, Alpha.
50's the mic.
Ready?
Throwing again. Perkins. And he's going to be intercepted pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Parsons, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Mark 22, Mark 22. I got him. Like 20.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Well, going deep here for Taylor. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
18 Gator.
Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Perkins. And Evans has it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
2nd and 2. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, Perkins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football. And sometimes you're there too soon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Ready.
Back to throw. Perkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. There, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Bang, bang, bang.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll run on first down. It's Parsons. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Parsons. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Let's pick it up. It's Anderson.
Looking to throw. Anderson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you...
This is caught inside the 15.
Let's go.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 52 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Perkins. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Go.
I need one over here. I need one over here. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
To throw again. Perkins. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. yards there and a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Slam!
Look, squeeze! Hit it!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parsons, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Go!
Looking to throw. Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Gonna run again here with Connor. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Perkins. He's got Adams on the hookup. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Ready? 50, play.
1st down, Packers.
On 1st down, Perkins. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get it.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Man left. 3 down.
Smooth.
Mike 50. Here we go, let's bring it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins. And it's complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, box drop. Shoot.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, orbit.
You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. 50's the mark. Focus, defense, focus.
Mike 50. Ready.
2nd and 5. It's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal.
Mike 7.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Operating from the gun. Perkins. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Shoot. Hatch it.
Rock it.
10th carry now for Allen. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Dallas, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.